Hey, it's Derek Hagan. I'm a financial psychology expert here checking out Tom Macdonald's Dirty Money. I'm pretty new to Tom Macdonald. Happy that I was introduced to Tom Macdonald. I'm loving everything that I've heard so far. But financial psychology expert, Dirty Money, seems like a good fit. Economics, probably we're going to get political if I'm reading Tom Macdonald correctly. But let's get it. Let's check it out.
They're angry that they'll never shut me up. I'm making more noise. Turn me up or turn me down, it's your choice. Black lives only matter when they got a corpse to exploit. Cause the media made millions off the protests for George Floyd. That's called ad revenue. They make cash selling you all the crap in the ads while they broadcast news. Ooh, the network.
Oh, wow. Okay. So, he's not lying. Ad revenue, that's what the news is. The news is nothing more than delivering you, let's go back, even just television. Everything is meant to be a little bit of entertainment content within advertisements. That goes all the way back to radio. Right? So 100%. And when you've got something that people want to tune into, like the riots in different cities, 9/11 stuff, anytime that there's I was even thinking about the white Bronco, the O.J. Simpson, anytime that there's something that people really want to tune into, a lot of eyeballs mean a lot of money. So now I, as the news media, I have a incentive to try to create more of that. So that's exactly how it works. And in my role as an investment advisor, people who watch the news tend to be people who want to sell their stocks after a downturn. Why? Because the news is telling you to. Why? Because the news is funded by, aka they're showing you advertisements for companies that want you to transact. They want you to buy their health insurance or life insurance product, rather. They want you to buy their annuity. They want you to change mutual funds. And if I'm advertising, I'm going to pick a channel that I know is going to make you want to sell. So, I mean, this is, he threw it off in like a couple of lines here, but this is deep. This is deep stuff. This is why things, I won't name any names, but personal finance apps that you might use, if it's free, there's no such thing as free. If it's free, they're selling your data, or they're showing you advertisements. Nothing is free. So, I don't know if that's the rant that I was supposed to go down or not, but let's get back.
Network full of liars got investment. That's news. Ooh, the network full of liars got investment capital and segment sponsored by Pfizer and the freedom fighters. I feel like the left just plants them to
follow the money. You can always go back and say, who paid for this? Where did this money come from? And usually you can find, if you can find the money trail, you can usually find what the incentives are.
Infiltrate the right, it's extensive planning. Then it happens overnight, it's impressive branding. Make $1 million off of shirts that say let's go branding. It's a cash grab, everyone's a lab rat. Amazon made billions of dollars from sanitizer and black mass, and that's that. Funny how the terrorists who attack always come from places that are oil rich and have gas. Democrats, they don't give a damn. What is this about? Our military trapped in the Middle East, can't get them out. Heroes are the ones who had the Constitution written down. Y'all are using hero while describing Kyle Rittenhouse. 1 cent, 2 cent, 3 cents, 4. We get less and they get more. Bought and sold since we were born. They want money. We want dirty.
Okay. Chorus is about to start. Bought and sold since we were born? Is that what he said? Bought and sold since we were born. I mean, that's what happens. So capitalism is a type of economy where it's based on voluntary exchange and private ownership. So I own things, you own things, other people own things, and then we trade voluntarily. And money is the easiest way to do that. Often people, when they are anti-capitalist, they're really anti-consumerism, because capitalism is why we have the inventions that we do. It's why we can play around on our phone while drinking our expensive coffees, because there was incentives for people or companies to come up with these products. Now, consumerism, on the other hand, this is when there's incentives to show you as the consumer that you're not going to be happy until you buy this or until you buy that. So, point is like, if people say I'm against capitalism, it usually means I'm against consumerism. And with consumerism, you're seeing advertisements all the time. Go to Times Square in New York City. What is it? It's nothing but ads. Go to Las Vegas. Nothing but ads, even as you walk on the street. So bought and sold since we were born, if that was the line. That is exactly what we're talking about here. Is you're seeing all these products, and then you buy something, and then you have to buy something again, and on and on we go. So let's go back. I cut it just before our chorus here.
They want money, dirty dollars fill their pockets while our coffins fill the ground. They make profits, solving problems they create to keep us down.
They make money solving problems they created. Okay. Well, but again, right? That's back to the consumerism. That's back to when you get kind of corrupt systems. You can be manipulated pretty easily. We can be manipulated pretty easily. I think that's what he's getting at, is corrupt systems and manipulation.
Dirty money. Dirty money. I don't want your dirty money. They might kill me for the song. It's all classified intelligence. Don't need to go to war to secretly be getting benefits. When Russia launches rockets, we condemn them, but there's evidence a U.S. politician owns the screws they're assembled with. Ain't no war on drugs.
So it goes down to corruption, right? I've heard this line before: is in war, I don't need to pick a side. I just need to sell bullets. Both sides need the bullets, and it's kind of where he's getting at. I'm picking up that this is an anti-corruption song, or shining a light on corruption, maybe.
It's economic. You make money off an inmate. Every jail cell is profit. Our prisons are privately owned. Illegal marijuana just mean kids smoking weed turn to dollars in their pockets. Let's be honest. Domestic threats in comparison to nuclear powers who hate the West is embarrassing. Still we label truckers in the convoy as terrorists and confiscate donations. We have no idea where it is. A pipeline leaks. Price of gas goes high.
Yeah. So he's talking about. I believe he's talking about GoFundMe. I think it was GoFundMe type pages that whoever they is, didn't allow that money to go to the people that the donators wanted the money to go to. Where'd it go? Who knows? This is very anti-capitalist. Again, capitalism being at its core. I own what I own, you own what you own, and we voluntarily exchange. I can give money away, but if I'm trying to give money to you and I can't, something stops that, something blocks that, well, now you've got it, kind of what we call an inefficiency. Something's blocking the free flow of what we want to happen with our money.
Stock market crash, everybody gets fired. Economy is weak while we trying to beat a virus. $1 trillion in debt to China. We celebrate the smallest battles we're winning, so they can publish the headline that's gonna fuel the vision. But if we champion the crumbs, then it's crumbs that we're given. And we don't make any progress, we're stuck at the beginning. 1 cent, 2 cent, 3 cents, 4. We get less.
Interesting.
They get
Very
more.
interesting.
By insult since we were born. They want money. We want dirty dollars fill their pockets while our coffins fill the ground. They make profits, solving problems they create to keep us down. Dirty money.
Cha-ching.
Dirty money. I don't want your dirty money. Not enough soap to scrub, it's soaked in blood. It's all about the money.
It's a crazy video.
They take from us. It's all about the money.
That's an interesting
runs
shot.
our lives until we die. It's all about the money. It controls your mind and it controlling mine. Dirty dollars fill their pockets while our coffins fill the ground. They make profits, solving problems they create to keep us down. Dirty
Yeah, so that's cha-ching. That's the that's the corruption that we're getting at, and the bigger you get, the more you have, the more power you want. It's almost like it feeds on itself. Money and power kind of go hand in hand, technically a little different, but politicians want power and corporations and businesses want money and profits, and they need to keep fueling that machine. It's like a drug to them, right? So it's one of the toughest things in my role as a financial coach, a financial professional, is to help people define what's enough. It's like the old story, I'm going to totally blank who it actually is, at a party thrown by a billionaire, famous author. It's the author of Catch-22. I'm totally blanking on his name. But his friend is there with him. They go to this billionaire party. Billionaire comes downstairs. His friend taps him on the shoulder and says, "How does it feel knowing that he made yesterday more than your book, Catch-22, has made in its entire history?" He said, "I don't care. I've got something that billionaire is never going to have." What? What could that be? What's the knowledge that I have enough? Enough. How much is enough? And people who don't know how much is enough, they always want more. And when you get to the higher levels of higher ranks of power, you get more and more money. Just like a drug, the high wears off. You need more money, more power to get that fix. And then they start to manipulate you to try to control you and try to get your money.
Dirty money. I don't want your dirty money.
Man, good one. Bravo. Yeah, I mean, I already said what I have to say. This is so good. Did I miss anything? Did I misinterpret something? Let me know. Anything else I have to check out? Let me know. Otherwise, I will see you next time.